Hello everybody, and as you can see, I have this demo up. So the demo is for a game that was announced 4 years ago, about 4 years ago. And the reason I'm doing this is I just did one playthrough through the demo. I just logged in. This is a new one. It's available on Steam. It's called Carbon. So Carbon is a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk sci-fi shooter action RPG. So instead of, how you normally have your Diablos and your Last Epochs and your Path of Exile, where you have your maces, swords, all that, this is guns and stuff of that sort. So, this game, as you're playing, and this is the reason I want to make this, I believe originally I might be wrong, they did a Kickstarter originally, I believe. But now when you play the game, they're like, hey, play this demo, there's a Kickstarter coming. I truly do not think this game's ever going to become finished. So what it reminds me of is there was a game called Superfuse. Had a really cool idea that other action RPG people took their idea of like hex grids and stuff like that and reutilized them in their games. And there was like build your own superhero and that kind of shit. But this game plans. You start at level 10, you fight mechs and robots and mutants and all that kind of stuff. You can do WASD or you can use the mouse. I hate WASD, so I use the mouse. The mechanics are really cool. The combat flows very well. The environments look good. As you can see from the character model, it's very much a Cyberpunk 2077 look to the characters. Not the game, but like the actual books that the game was based off of. But this game, I truly don't think it's going to get released. You have the demo, and lately when people get demos, they're like an hour or 2 hours. This is 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay. And this demo has been released before. So you were able to play this game before. Same amount of time, nothing really new. It's just a normal game. But for skill wise, there's really not a lot of skills because as you change your guns, you get different skills. So the gun that I have now, because this is starting off gun. So I got out of it, and when I came back in, it's a completely new playthrough. So the game really, I'm on the fence of like what they're trying to accomplish. Like, yes, I know they want more money so they can try and progress a little further, but it's been 4 years, and also 4 years ago they had developer diaries, and once they did the developer diaries, then they were able to let you know what was going on, and then 2 years ago they stopped doing developer diaries. So you got to know for a little bit what they were doing, and then they stopped. Made no fucking sense. So they went from letting you know what was going on to not letting you know what was going on to putting out a demo about 8 months ago. They put out this demo, and then there's an update to the demo today, and then after that, now they're like, hey, you're playing the game right now, so can you give us more money? And that's literally what it feels like. I know Kickstarters are a good thing to have. They're really good. They help out. But when you immediately somebody's trying to test out your demo and the first thing you want to do that pops up on the screen within less than 2 minutes is Kickstarter coming soon. So if there's a Kickstarter coming soon, that means the game isn't nowhere near ready, which means this game already people have forgotten about it. So it's not in people's vernacular of what's going on. And when they first announced this game, things weren't as intense as they are right now. Because now you have Last Epoch, they got sold to another company, but they announced that it's going to be coming to PS5. And then you have Grim Dawn. Then you have Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 1 is still going. D4 has their seasons, and they've rehauled some of their stuff that they've been doing. Torchlight Infinite is still trucking through with a new season about to drop. You still have Undecember, and then you have Dragonkin that I believe next year they're going to be releasing on consoles. So you have a lot of competition, and they're really not showing anything. They're showing everybody what not to do. They're going to end up like Superfuse, and they're going to end up like a couple other games that I was playing that were action RPGs that were in early access. Also, you can't forget about Titan Quest 2. Titan Quest 2 just released another act to their game. And that was a lot of content. And when these other people are giving you a taste of their games, and they are giving you way more than what's going on here, you literally cannot do this. But I just wanted to come on here and let you know Carbon may be they're doing a Kickstarter, but I don't think it's going to be worth it in the end. Go on Steam, try out the demo before you give money to the Kickstarter. Like, there's like 2% of what the game will be is in here. You get 20 minutes, and that's all you get. Check it out. See what you think. This has been Chucky. I recently started a TikTok, so you will be able to see my stuff here, and then Crazy Hero will always is also on. I stopped doing Twitch, but just because they took away the Twitch studio for the desktop. But I do have the TikTok. We have the YouTube channel. So